What up, what up, what up? Yo, coming through today. Having a good time, you know what I'm saying? I keep it silly, keep it, you know what I mean, goofy, you know. That shit help me keep it flowing, you know what I'm saying, on some majestic shit. You know what I mean? Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, you know. Know when to let grace roam, know when to let it go in. You know what I'm saying? You see grace roaming, and then you like, yo, okay. You let your heart dictate if you're going to, send that out, that grace and shit, in situations and all that. Today I want to talk about the hanged man card, tarot card. Um, in the beginning of the year, I was doing a lot of like intense work, around the house and different stuff like that, outside, around New Year's, always, you know, take advantage of that energy, even if the new year don't start until spring or whatever. You know, um, people are hip to doing New Year's resolutions and all that around that time, and they try to implement different things, and I go about it the same way, but in a different way because uh, we all have our ways of doing spiritual work. Spiritual work is different from you know it's a little different from just making a resolution because it's more involved. You know what I'm saying? Like your whole being is more involved. You know what I'm saying? When you're at a certain level of consciousness and old experiences, they become new because um, of first of all from having that experience and going through it, but also when you're living a spiritual lifestyle and you're expanding on a regular, then a lot of things become new again. Everything is constantly being refreshed through change and transformation. Uh, if you're living that kind of life and having that kind of perspective on it, it's all kinds of views. I always say that diversity, like KRS once said, we about diversity in our university. You know what I'm saying? So I come through like that. These new different concepts. It's always new concepts, new things. But the main thing you need to know is this shit is limitless. You know what I mean? That knocks out all other things. But I'm getting off topic. I digress. Back to the tarot card, the Hanged Man. Um, to tie back in why I went that way is because I had tarot cards, scattered around the crib, and spirit leads me to uh, reveal whatever cards at any given time, and to have those out. So this way, I'll be focused in, tapped into that energy field, and my experience will be connected to those whatever cards are revealed at that time. And I recently had revealed the Hangman, and it reminded me of the Bible. I know a lot about the. I wouldn't say I know a lot about the Bible, but I was raised in the church, so I know a lot of Bible stories. I read the whole Bible before, during a certain time in my life, just because I just wanted to read it. And I dug the Old Testament because it was a lot of shops getting wrecked. You know what I'm saying? Very very action filled, and um yeah, the Bible is something. Them stories when you read about the different things they did. But anyway, it put me in the mind state of Job and Christ. But first Christ, you know what I mean? Like when he was going through his thing, insofar as what the hell was going on with Christ at that time. He was going through his little thing where he was fasting, he was out in the wilderness and all that, and the demons was tempting him and all that. But the thing about it, when you coming from Christ consciousness, it's like you you recognize things, you recognize patterns, and you see things as they happen, and it's not in so much as you. uh, it is about you correcting it, but at the same time, sometimes you gotta let things play out, and then it's about how you come back after whatever's done, takes place and transpires. So you come back and you know, you address it right then and there. And spirit, well, I would say I could call it spirit, or I could say my heart. It's like in the auto zone. You know what I'm saying? It's like automatic when it comes through with judgment and direction and discretion. Uh, Whenever those things need to be applied to whatever given situation. But it's like, who always wants to be, I mean, you gonna always stay in control, but who always wants everything to be so easy? How you gonna sharpen your skill set or stay sharp at that? You know what I'm saying? Because you might have all your stuff connected to where everything is just flowing good. You don't really run into no problems and shit like that. And then the universe or whatever come through, a tower moment come through, and you like, oh shit, what's this about? Oh shit, you know, you panic. You might go into high alert. Like with when the Twin Towers got blown up or hit by the planes or whatever, however you want to see it. They started implementing that Patriot Act and the different security levels at the airport. And I remember going in and they were like, code orange, level orange and stuff like that. They had different colors and different levels of security that they were implementing at any given time. And it just reminds me of, Job, and it reminds me of Christ, because with Job, God told Satan or Lucifer, whoever, to go and afflict Job. And the thing with Job, shit was getting worse and worse. He was losing things. He lost family. Um, you know, he had diseases and shit. And he was losing his friends. His friends was like, damn, like, why are you staying so steadfast in your faith and staying grounded? They were really in awe of him, but it came through as, of course, humanity, jealousy, and envy. People say things. And then I would say it like this too. It's all about how you interpret their responses and the things they were saying to him, because honestly, that's typical things, human nature. But they were really, when I think back, when I read it, it was like, I didn't see it as them mocking him or anything. They were really like asking him questions, and they wanted to know how he was able to, keep his head on, because he was throwing the book at Job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Job John was a little bit different than with Christ. Uh, it was a lot different because, with Christ, his story. If everybody should know his story if you a Christian and stuff like that. But Job didn't get killed, but he was like in a living hell, but he was just he maintained, and he was blessed for it. And the thing was that his faith kept him with a certain attitude. And, of course, it was probably moments of weakness and doubt, but that comes with it. And it relates back to the tarot card, the Hanged Man, because by me having that card out, it was all types of little tests, little things happening. And, you just recognize it, and, you get in front of the shit instead of going into victim mode, and, you drop your head down. You gotta meet that shit head on. And, when you go about life like that, then, you'll be surprised how things won't even, it might seem like the world coming down, and then when it's over with and you look back at what really was happening and you see the bigger picture, you be like, damn, that shit wasn't really shit. I was starting to blow it out of proportion. And that's what happens. We could blow things out of proportion and make things worse than what they really are. And that typically happens a lot. I think, don't get me wrong, things do happen. People lose jobs, get laid off. You know, people find out they have cancer. They find out about diseases. It's all types of different tests that come in. And ultimately, what we do know is that we're going to die, right? So, you hold on and you operate from the heart, man. You know, if you having moments of doubt, maybe you need to cultivate your courage. You know, that's why things might be happening to you. You'd be surprised once, certain things happen, it won't happen again. Because not only will you be attuned to what's going on and recognize it insofar as any mistakes or anything, but, it won't even come up anymore because your frequency, you're not even there anymore. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose to have those, if you looking for, tests and to sharpen your sword, then I suggest focusing in on the tarot card of the Hanged Man. That's one way to go about it. I'm just making this video about that. I was moved to make a video during the time when I was dealing with that card. I didn't really want to, I just was in rest mode. I was relaxing a lot. I was just getting my read on. And that book, I don't know if I showed y'all the book, but I got another book that I've been reading too. You know how it go, man. You be reading like 3-4 books at one time. But this book here, I don't know if I showed, I can't really remember, but I don't think I did. But I recently got this book, and it's pretty good. It's keeping me engaged, that's for sure. So, I might make a video about this book when I get done, or I might just make a book on the Kabbalah, because this is a book about the Kabbalah, but it's infused with the shamanic path as well, and it's about uniting paths and shit. But I ain't gonna make this video too long. I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, this video was about the Hanged Man and my experience with focusing in on it, and seeing the after effects of what happens and shit like that, and being grateful for having the strength and the mastery to overcome and move through things as they come up and deal with them as they unfold. So staying with them, not going off this way, that way. The mind is funny like that. Them thought forms, they come up, and you don't have to own them. You know what I mean? Because everything is not your shadow. Everything is your shadow, but at the same time, it's like we have certain things that everybody's individual, so we have different flaws and different makeups, so things affect us in different ways, and different situations happen differently for everybody. So, thanks for watching. I just want to give a shout out real quick to the people who've been watching consistently, and whoever just comes in when they feel like they move to watch one of the videos. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you. I hope y'all staying great. Be well. Peace.